Welcome back, everybody. Today we're playing a different air traffic control simulator. I have to be honest when I tell you that I'd never heard of ATC Pro until recently, but after having played it a little bit, this thing is definitely the standard when it comes to radar simulation. On the channel, I've previously played quite a bit of Tower 3D Pro, which is where we're simulating the tower environment. Local control, ground control. We're dealing with aircraft generally when they're within 5 miles of the airfield. To be fair, that is the most dangerous time for most aircraft. More accidents happen within 5 miles of the runway than anywhere else. However, radar control is equally as important. These types of facilities control aircraft as they are slowing down and descending to get ready to land at the airport. And of course, when they're just taking off, gaining speed, and climbing. Today we're going to be controlling at Kansas City International. This simulator does offer a few available facilities, including Atlanta, which we'll definitely take a look at in the future. I'm going to be controlling both approach and both final positions, so we are basically going to be controlling everything about all of the aircraft that are trying to land at Kansas City International. In a future video, we'll take a look at departure, and then we'll probably put it all together at some point as well. We are picking a shift start time that has quite a bit of commercial traffic coming in here in the next hour or so, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to pause this and we're going to take a look at what we've got on the screen here. I'm going to bring this screen, the range in just a little bit. What this is the radar scope. This is exactly what it looked like when I was an air traffic controller, including the little knobs off to the side that deal with different settings and brightness and that sort of thing. This is really an incredible simulation. This is our radio page. You'll see different aircraft talking to us. We're going to be broadcasting and listening to 4 different frequencies, given our role here. We have aircraft strips, which should look pretty familiar from Tower 3D Pro, but they are a little bit different. We'll talk about that as it goes. Now on here, you'll see that we've got kind of some darker area and some grayed out area. The darker area is our airspace, but it's only at certain altitudes. What I'll tell you is that I am confident this game is impenetrable to people who aren't familiar with the process. The guide just for Kansas City is 69 pages long and includes detailed information about how the airspace out here for my position that I'm controlling is from 11,000 to 15,000 feet only. So if I descend this aircraft below 11,000 feet, they're no longer in my airspace, and I kind of get dinged for that based on how the simulation works. I won't get into too much of that detail right now, but I just want to point out right here in the middle of the screen, this is Kansas City International Airport. You can see it's 2 parallel runways and it's intersecting runway 927. There are some other airports out around here that we're not going to worry about right now. We'll look at those again during another video when we talk about what satellite control is and how that works. So all we're worried about is some aircraft that are going to be coming in, mostly commercial air traffic coming in here to land at Kansas City. What we've got right now is winds from the north, or at least we are on a north flow. And so we're landing on runways 1 left and 1 right. These little markers out here are important to me as I'm vectoring or giving these aircraft turns to land on 1 left and 1 right. These runways primarily use an instrument landing system, or ILS, and we want to be vectoring these planes to intercept this little line a certain mileage out from the final approach fix. JSON here on the left and ribs on the right. And you'll hear me talk about those as we get closer. Okay, and once again here, I will point out that the phraseology you have to use here is a lot closer to real life. Tower 3D Pro, there's kind of some nuance that is not exactly right. This is pretty much spot on. I've been very impressed with this simulator, and I think you're all going to like the voices of the pilots a bit too. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And by the way, don't forget to check out my air traffic control playlist for more of this game in the future and some of my other kind of air traffic control content. For anyone unfamiliar, I am a real pilot and a former air traffic controller, so I enjoy this sort of thing. Now what we're going to do is hit play, basically resume the simulation, and then we have to get our shift briefing.
Kansas City Airport is VFR. Running north flow. Altimeter is 2994. Fully staffed. Arriving runways, 1 right, 1 left. Okay, your scope.
Fully staffed, so we're not on like reduced staffing due to like nighttime hours or something like that. Altimeter was 2994 for Kansas City International. Looks like Kansas City downtown is 2995. We're not too worried about all this up here, but this does have like simulated weather and that sort of thing that you can deal with in the future, that we will undoubtedly deal with in the future. And we've got two aircraft coming into land here. We've got American 1964 coming into land on runway 1 right, and we've got Compass 5711 coming into land on runway 1 left. So that makes sense. This aircraft is coming from the west side, so he's going to land on the runway on the left. This aircraft is coming in from the east side, so he's going to land on the runway on the east. I intentionally chose an airport that was not incredibly busy, because if we jumped into something like Atlanta, even keeping track of what I'm doing in terms of what we're saying and who's descending and where and that sort of thing would be incredibly challenging to follow. I'm also going to try to make an effort here for the first kind of few call-outs or whatever the case may be to kind of zoom in and show who it is that I'm talking to. Compass 5711, descend and maintain 7,000, fly heading 180, vector 2 final approach course.
Descend and maintain 7,000, heading 180, compass 5711.
So right there, he just went across a threshold where my airspace now goes down to 7,000 feet. I gave him, to continue his descent there down to 7, and I gave him a heading of 180 that will be a vector to the final approach course. Whenever you turn, right now these aircraft are coming in on what's called a standard arrival, basically. A standard published arrival. So this American's going to come right down to here, I believe it is, and then he's going to turn. But if you're ever going to turn them off of something like that, you have to tell them why. Vector 2 final approach course, or vector for spacing, vector for weather, vector for traffic, something like that. And so that is always helpful. There's a Learjet that's just taken off of Kansas City International. It's at 4,000 feet and climbing. My airspace right here goes down to about 7,000, I believe. American 1964, descend and maintain 7,000.
Descend and maintain 7,000, American 1964.
Compass is still descending there. What are you doing over here, departure? We can listen to other frequencies, so we can hear when if we clicked TX, we would be transmitting on those frequencies. We don't want to do that right now.
Clear 8 Zulu Quebec, traffic 12 o'clock 5 miles, Airbus 319 westbound at 10,500. Traffic inside Clear 8 Zulu Quebec.
He just called traffic for those two. The AI air traffic controller told this Learjet about our American. Frankly, they were no factor. He didn't even need to make that call, but that's okay. Now, I believe Compass is in an area where our airspace, since we're also working final now, goes down to the ground, basically. So we're going to drop him down to 4,000. Compass 5711, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, compass 5711.
American 1964, turn left heading 190, vector 2 final approach course.
Repeat the last for American 1964.
American 1964, fly heading 190, vector 2 final approach course.
Turn heading 190, American 1964.
There we go. Now, the way that these radar scopes work is this aircraft is currently being controlled by center. You'll see it as a C. And, you know, when we think about the different stages of air traffic control, I'm not aware of a good center air traffic control simulator. If anybody is, let me know about it. But the point is, center is trying to hand me this, looks like a citation, to come in and land here at Kansas City. And all I have to do to accept that is click it. And so now I have acknowledged that I've seen this aircraft. It's going to be coming in with us, and he's going to Kansas City International.
Kansas City approach, good morning. Mustang November 573, Victor Whiskey is with you, leveling 1-2000. Quick information, Victor, last guy gave us 250.
So he says he's capped at 250 knots. He's got the information Victor, which is current, and he's level at 12,000. November 57 Tree, Whiskey, correction. November 57 Tree, Victor Whiskey, Kansas City approach, descend and maintain 1000, expect runway 1 left.
Descend and maintain 1000, expect runway 1 left, Mustang 3, Victor Whiskey.
Compass 5711, turn left heading 080.
080, compass 5711.
And we're just trying to get them turned in. I could and probably should have turned them early. I'm not used to how long it takes aircraft to descend on this. November 57 Tree, Whiskey, Victor, resume normal speed.
Verify runway for Mustang 3, Victor Whiskey. we don't show those active, we will delete the speeds.
Okay, well, yeah, he deleted the speed restriction, so that's good. American 1964, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descending to 5,000, American 1964.
So this aircraft needs to intersect this line to basically shoot the approach, but you have a restriction on the amount of degrees of intercept here. So what we're going to do, compass 571110 miles from Jason, turn left heading 030, maintain 4,000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 1 left approach.
Turn left heading 025, cleared for the ILS for 1 left, compass 5711.
025 is not what I gave him. American 1964, turn right heading 290.
Turn right heading 290, American 1964.
So what I've noticed here, and you'll note that I did not say tree when I gave him the 030 heading right there. My one complaint is that the voice recognition on this has not worked well with my how I say tree, unfortunately. But at this point, this aircraft is cleared for the approach, so they're going to fly. It sounded like a 025 heading instead of the 030 that I gave them. They're going to intercept this line right here, and then they're going to fly all the way down to the runway. This right here is an aircraft that's going to be landing as well, and that's going to be problematic for us because this simulator hands off these aircraft way, way late. In real life, like my airspace right here, and even on their little chart, it shows that my airspace right here goes up to 15,000, I think it is. But they won't give me this aircraft until like in here. And then it becomes a real problem to get this aircraft, whatever it is, American 592, to descend and land appropriately. Okay, so this one's going to the left side, or to the right side, so it's going to ribs. American 1964, 7 miles from ribs, turn right heading tree 50, maintain 4,000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 1 right approach.
350, did you want Deluxe for American 1964?
I didn't hear what he said. American 1964, turn right heading tree 60, maintain 4,000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 1 right approach.
Turn right heading 360, descending to 4,000, American 1964.
Still haven't verified that they're cleared. I would generally put a check mark over here that I'd cleared somebody, so I don't know for sure that it's registered. Compass 5711, contact International Tower on 128.2. Yeah, he's already switched. I will point out that my range rings right now, there we go. They were at 10-mile range rings instead of 5. I prefer the 5 miles. So my distance for this American here was quite a bit off. American's cleared. The distance between those two runways means that we can run simultaneous approaches, but this American's going to run them down. So we need the American to slow down here if they can. That would be great. American 1964, reduce speed and contact tower 128.2.
Repeat the last for American 1964.
See, it looks like they're blasting through the localizer. American 1964, turn right heading 020, cleared ILS, runway 1 right approach.
020 ILS for 1 right, American 1964.
I don't know, like it doesn't, okay, well they're turning back at least here. See, look at this American. Still at 12,000 feet. What are they now? 24 miles from the field, and center hasn't even handed them off to us yet. That is just inaccurate simulation right there. I should talk about what we've got on the data blocks here. So we've got the altitude of the aircraft, the type of the aircraft, the speed of the aircraft based on like their ground speed, basically. And then their status. And these data blocks aren't familiar to me. We didn't have it set up like this, but it certainly looks like it's what type of approach and to what runway the aircraft is expecting. So it looks like visual for 1 left. See, and this is just too close. So you got an American trying to come in here. It looks like center took him back already. But in real life, they would have handed me this aircraft back here so we could be descending them. Yes, I'll take them.
Kansas City approach, good afternoon. American 592 with you out of 11,100 to 5,000.
Yeah. American 592, Kansas City approach, reduce speed to 210, turn right, heading 100, vector 2 final approach course.
210 right to 100, American 592.
So we're going to try and take him out over here and then bring him in, but they give him to you so late that it's just not going to work. November 57 tree, Whiskey Victor, turn left heading 190, vector 2 final approach course.
Verify runway for Mustang 3 Victor Whiskey. We don't show that is active. Turn left heading 190.
I guess vector 2 final approach course, they also must not like the language of. Either way, we got him turning. So if this American can slow down, we'll be able to get them turned in here as well.
Airport in sight, Mustang 3 Victor Whiskey.
Excellent. So we can clear them for a visual approach once they get down here for our sequence, if we want to. But who even knows if we want to do that? I've actually spent a lot of time at Kansas City, and I'm trying to remember where American parks. I'm not sure which runway would be best for them based on which is closer to their terminal. And I know they've got some construction going on there right now, so I'm not even sure if that would be relevant. November 57 tree, Whiskey Victor, descend and maintain 7,000.
Verify runway for Mustang 3 Victor Whiskey. We don't show that is active. Descend and maintain 7,000.
It must be Fife that they're not liking that I say. American 592, turn right, heading 350, descend and maintain 5,000.
350, descending to 5,000, American 592.
We're basically giving him like a 270-degree turn, then he can come up here and expect 1 left. American 592, expect runway 1 left.
Verify runway for American 592. We don't show that is active.
American 592, expect runway 1 left.
Expect runway 1 left, American 592.
There we go. And this Mustang, I know the general aviation ramp at Kansas City is like up here along runway 1 left, which is why we're doing that the way that we are. American 592, 10 miles from Jason, turn right, heading 360, maintain 4,000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 1 left approach.
360 down to 0,000, cleared for the ILS, the runway 1 left, American 592.
So he read back cleared down to 0,000, but he also read back cleared for the ILS. So the way the simulation works is that if they've accepted the clearance here, ultimately they're going to be going down to, the field altitude, which I think is around 1,000 feet here. So he said down to 0,000. That's not quite accurate, but that's okay. One thing that I do wish you could do is just set it to, I want a ton of traffic. Send me everyone. And if you can, I am not aware of it. We're gonna find us some heckin' traffic here somewhere. I'm not sure where or exactly when. What I'm looking at here is the blue line at the top, the commercial operations, and I'm just looking for a bunch. 1 o'clock p.m. on a Monday. Let's see what we're dealing with. Delta 2246, fly heading 020, maintain 4,000 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 1 left approach.
Airport in sight, Extreme 50 Zulu. Kansas City approach, southwest 985, 12,800 for 1,000.
Kansas City approach, southwest 784, 11,300 for 5,000 at 250.
Turn heading 020, descend and maintain 0,000, cleared for the ILS for runway 1 left, Delta 2246.
Whew, I would generally give them, their distance from the thing, but I didn't know if they'd already done it. Southwest 784, Kansas City approach, reduce speed to 210, turn right, heading 100, vector 2 final approach course, descend and maintain 4,000.
Slowing to 210, turn right, heading 100, 4,000, southwest 784.
Where's this Gulfstream going? November 6350 Zulu, reduce speed to 210, descend and maintain 7,000, turn right heading 190, vector 2 final approach course.
210, 7,000, turn right heading 190, Gulfstream 50 Zulu.
Okay, good. Southwest 985 Kansas City approach, expect runway 1 right, resume normal speed.
Expect runway 1 right, back to normal speed, southwest 985.
Okay. Delta, so yeah, I kind of gave them a little bit of a botched clearance there. Southwest 784, turn right, heading 190, descend and maintain 4,000. Oh, they were already going down to
4,000, Southwest 784.
Southwest 784, expect runway 1 left.
Expect runway 1 left, Southwest 784.
Okay, hopefully this Gulfstream won't run them over. But that is the problem with how late they wait to give us these aircraft. Southwest 4 coming in here in just a little while. That's a good one. Got a bunch of Southwest departures, Southwest traffic here anyway. Now we are running visual approaches, so I could probably just run Southwest towards the airfield and they'll get it. Southwest 784, turn left heading 020.
Heading 020, Southwest 784.
So they'll turn back up here this way. You never want to assume the visual approach. That's how I would control. You had to have them ready to intercept the localizer and the glide slope so that they could shoot a safe IFR approach, and an ILS, basically. But I know, there's also a line of thought where you run everybody straight at the airport and let them sort it out. That was never my type of controlling, but some people do that. Southwest 784, turn left heading 010.
010, Southwest 784.
What's that Gulfstream going down to? 7,000? November 6350 Zulu, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000, Gulfstream 50 Zulu.
I do want to point out the strip markings. It's keeping updated with the different altitude, assignments that I'm giving everybody and whatnot. It's really quite impressive. Southwest 784, 8 miles from Jason. Maintain 4,000 till established on the localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 1 left approach. Southwest 784, maintain 4,000 till established on the localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 1 left approach.
0,000 cleared for the ILS for 1 left, Southwest 784.
Okay, they got it. Southwest 985, descend and maintain 1000.
Descend and maintain 1000, Southwest 985.
He said 0,000 there again, but that just means that he received the approach clearance. November 6350 Zulu, turn left heading 090, descend and maintain 4,000.
Heading 090, descending to 4,000, Gulfstream 50 Zulu.
Perfect. Okay. This actually might end up working out okay. What's this one going to be? Something ridiculous. A Cessna 208. Goodness. I want to call it a Caravan. I can't remember if that's exactly the right type. November 6350 Zulu, turn left heading 020.
Heading 020, Gulfstream 50 Zulu.
Good. Yeah, see, right now in my prior dealings with this Southwest would be getting handed off right now to approach, because this is all approaches airspace out here, up to basically 15,000 feet. So it would be the Southwest would be getting handed off to approach like momentarily, and then approach would be dealing with talking to that aircraft. November 6350 Zulu, 10 miles from Jason, fly heading 020 and maintain 3,000 till established on the localizer. Cleared ILS, runway 1 left approach.
Heading 020 down to 0,000, clear for the ILS for runway 1 left, Gulfstream 50 Zulu.
He got it. I mean, he said cleared down to 0,000 again, but the way that my clearance worked, I told him maintain 3,000 till established, and then they start following that laser, the glide slope down. So that he got it. Southwest 784, contact International Tower on 128.2. Yeah, I feel like they switch automatically. Where's this guy going, or is this just a point out? Yeah, he's going to Kansas City. All right. Probably fast forward through bits of this, but as an air traffic controller, you do have to appreciate that there is downtime from time to time, and there are air traffic controllers who will just have conversations with the pilots and that sort of thing, or they're supposed to be completely focused on the task at hand, so they may be listening to other frequencies just to kind of keep an update or keep a mental picture of everything that's happening. Southwest 985, descend and maintain 7,000, fly heading 200, vector 2 final approach course.
Descend and maintain 7,200, Southwest 985.
November 6350 Zulu, contact International Tower on 128.2.
Airport inside, Southwest 985.
Perfect. See, and so if they've got the airport in sight, and particularly if you're working with like a Southwest Airlines pilot who is optimistic, you could basically turn them straight towards the final approach fix right here. They'll chop and drop, and then they can just turn in on a 3 mile base to final basically. They will do that from time to time, but that's not never. You don't want to build your sequence anticipating that something like that is going to work, because it just doesn't always.
Kansas City departure Brickyard 4210 is with you climbing out of 2000 for 4000.
Brickyard 4210 radar contact proceeds direct St. Joseph. Join the G5 departure. Climb and maintain 15000.
Direct St. Joseph joining the G5 15000 Brickyard 4210.
Going direct to St. Joseph and resuming a departure procedure, so they're going to go up that way. Very nice. Southwest 985, descend and maintain 6000, turn right, heading 230.
Descend and maintain 6000 right to 230 Southwest 985.
Southwest 4, what are we going to do with this guy? My goodness.
Kansas City approach. Good afternoon. Southwest 4 is with you, 11,700 for 5,000 with information golf.
Southwest 4, Kansas City approach. Expect runway 1 left, turn right, heading 100, vector 2, final approach course.
Expect 1 left, turn right, heading 100, Southwest 4.
Southwest 4, reduce speed to 210.
210, Southwest 4.
Southwest 985, still at 7,000 feet. Southwest 985, turn right, heading 310, descend and maintain 5,000.
Right to 310, 5000 Southwest 985.
Is this aircraft ever going to call me? This might just have been a point out from a different controller. Southwest 985, descend and maintain 3,000, turn right, heading 350.
Kansas City approach. Good afternoon. We're November 698 Zulu, Quebec, leveling 120,250, not assigned. We have golf.
3000 right to 350 Southwest 985.
Southwest 4, descend and maintain 3,000, turn left, heading 060.
3,000 heading 060, Southwest 4.
November 698 Zulu, Quebec, Kansas City approach. Expect runway 1 left, resume normal speed.
Expect runway 1 left. We will delete the speed. Clear 8 Zulu, Quebec.
Southwest 985 cleared visual approach, runway 1 right.
Southwest 985 is too high. He is going to leave trouble getting down in time.
He's too high. You're never going to get him down in time. Yeah, he absolutely will, but I mean, with how late, yeah, see there you're okay with it. Good. 4,000. When they're shooting visual approaches, you just never know. Southwest 4, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, Southwest 4.
Hopefully light speed calls me at some point here. I mean, he's in my airspace at this point, but he hasn't called me. Light speed 902, Kansas City approach. Southwest 4, expect vectors across the final approach fix for your descent.
Airport inside Southwest 4.
Southwest 4, turn left, heading 350, descend and maintain 3,000.
Turn left, heading 350, descending to 3,000, Southwest 4.
If I clear you out there, they're gonna ding me on points, okay? So you gotta descend, man. You gotta descend. Every time this little AI chime thing comes in, they dock your points. They said this aircraft was way too high to be cleared, or that they'd have trouble getting down. It's like, well, he just did it. November 698 Zulu, Quebec, descend and maintain 1000.
Descend and maintain 1000, clear 8 Zulu, Quebec.
See, I don't want to clear Southwest 4 out this far. I need you to descend, man. I need you to descend. We're gonna have to give him like a 360 for descent here. Southwest 4, turn left, heading 190.
190, Southwest 4.
We're just going to bring him down here. Well, we're going to give him the heading, and then we're going to turn him straight back north and clear him for the visual approach.
Kansas City approach. Good afternoon, AT 5147 descending out to 14,000 for 12,000.
AC 5147, Kansas City approach. Expect runway 1 right, resume normal speed.
Expect 1 right, we will delete the speeds AT 5147.
AC 5147, verify you have information golf.
That information Golf AC 5147.
Always got to make sure they got that. So the ATIS, for any non-pilots out there, tells pilots the altimeter, which is important. We can talk about why later. That also provides like runway and use information, weather information, NOTAMs, lots of important things. So it's good. Southwest 4, turn left heading 020, cleared visual approach runway 1 left.
Turn left heading 185, cleared for the visual for 1 left, Southwest 4.
Left heading 185? No. Southwest 4, fly heading 010, cleared for the visual approach runway 1 left.
We are already cleared for the approach, cleared for the visual approach for runway 1 left, Southwest 4.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you guys keep cranking it around, I don't even care. November 698, Zulu Juliet, turn 10 degrees right. Vector 2 final approach course.
Turn 10 right, clear 8 Zulu, Quebec.
He's on kind of a track to hit this wall out here. I did want to mention that these knobs are all really quite realistic, and this system in real life has the ability, you can like click on something and then hit like a button. It's like the asterisk button, but it's called splat, is what everybody called it in the facility. And then like scroll somewhere else and it could give you the exact bearing and distance and all that sort of stuff. And I just have not been able to figure out how. What are you doing, Southwest? Southwest 4, fly heading 020.
We are already cleared for the approach, Southwest 4.
I understand that, but you fly in the wrong direction. This happened to me on stream last time too, where some Southwest just went down here and they just kind of hung out in a McDonald's parking lot is where we decided they must have landed. So there's not a whole lot I can do about that. AC 5147, descend and maintain 1000.
1000 AC 5147.
We still haven't heard from this Lightspeed. Lightspeed 902. Expect runway 1 right. Descend and maintain 7000. Where is he talking? Why am I not hearing him? He took it. He's got like a radio failure or something like that. We're controlling like a disabled aircraft in here. Okay, all right, we can do this. He's nearly busting out of our airspace. That's okay. Lightspeed 902, turn 10 degrees left, Vector 2 final approach course. Okay, Southwest turned back in at least. Hopefully we can keep Lightspeed going. I mean, something like this, we're going to have to rely on the visual approach. I mean, we could get him out here in sequence and, of course, have him shoot an instrument approach and that sort of thing. But we don't seem to be hearing him, so I'm wondering what he might be on.
020, cleared for takeoff, runway 1 Viking Air 10 Whiskey.
No, that was the tower frequency. We would listen to the tower frequency quite a bit. New Century, Johnson County, Topeka. I forget that one. St. Joseph. All right. Well, I mean, he's doing some things. Give him max forward airspeed. Keep your speed up for the love of everything. I may put AC over on the other side. We'll just have to see. I don't know. This is more and more interesting with this receive only Cessna we have out here. I don't know. November 698 Zulu Quebec. Descend and maintain 7000. Turn right heading 180. Vector 2 final approach course.
Descending to 7000, heading 180, clear 8 Zulu, Quebec. Airport inside, clear 8 Zulu, Quebec.
Thanks, 8 Zulu, Quebec. Boy, Lightspeed might be my next one.
Kansas City approach, good afternoon, American 1964 with you, descending out at 13,500 for 1,250 knots assigned.
Light bumps here at 10,600, clear 8 Zulu, Quebec.
Clear 8 Zulu, Quebec. You got light low bumps, got it. American 1964 Kansas City approach. Resume normal speed, expect runway 1 right, verify you have information Gulf.
Back to normal speed, expect 1 right, has information Gulf, American 1964.
Excellent. Lightspeed 902, descend and maintain 6,000. Where is he? Oh, he's not hearing anything. We got him, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I enjoy this. Like, what's he going to do? Who knows? Southwest 4 just going down. Flying a circle down here for no reason. Don't worry about it. We got it. We got this under control. What's this going to be? Oh, an American? Cool. Oh, and then AC after that. Just get in there, Lightspeed, for the love of everything. Yeah, Lightspeed, this is actually going to work out okay, with the exception of this American that's coming in here, because, of course, I'm not even going to start talking to him around here. Yeah, man. November 698, Zulu, Quebec, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descending to 5,000 Lear 8 Zulu, Quebec.
Now, I'm pretty confident that once he gets outside of this little box, we've got down to the surface for this Lightspeed. Lightspeed 902, descend and maintain 4,000. We took it, and we haven't gotten yelled at by the AI thing yet. Like, woo! it's a miracle. By the way, if you haven't connected with me over on Twitch yet, be sure to do that, because like when I fired this up the first time, I streamed it over on over on Twitch, and so you get some great color commentary, I'm sure, just nonsense.
Airport inside AC5147.
AC5147, turn 10 degrees left, vector 2 final approach course.
Turn 10 left, AC5147.
Don't want him to clip my airspace right there. And I can't remember the details, but I do recall that sometimes you had to maintain at least 1.5 miles separation from the edge of your airspace. I think that might have been when it was like the actual edge of your airspace, so that if center was also doing that, you for sure didn't have aircraft getting too close together. November 698, Zulu, Quebec, turn left heading 040, descend and maintain 3,000.
Heading 040 down to 3,000 Lear 8 Zulu, Quebec.
Lightspeed 902, cleared visual approach, runway 1 right.
Lightspeed 902 is too high. He is going to really struggle getting down in time.
He's not going to he's 5 miles out at 4,600 feet. That aircraft is going to have no problem getting down. AC 5147, turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 7,000.
Turn left heading 190, descending to 7,000, AC 5147.
They're going down to 3, that's good. That little Cessna thing's going to get run over by this Learjet, but as long as he's...
City approach, American 592 is with you at 11,200 for 5,000. With information, Golf 250, not assigned.
American 592, Kansas City approach. Reduce speed to 210. Expect runway 1 left. Turn right heading 120. Vector for spacing.
210. Expect runway 1 left. Turn right heading 120. Vector for spacing. American 592.
They got it. By golly. Okay. That Lear is actually doing some good things for us right now. And once they're just a little bit closer, we'll clear them. That one's turning in pretty good. Lightspeed 902, contact International Tower on 128.2. I don't know if you can hear me. So, I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see here. There was a way that we could adjust the direction. Yeah, there we go. And we can make them a little bit longer, too. I want longer leaders. There we go. AC 5147, descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000, AC 5147.
November 698, Zulu, Quebec, cleared visual approach, runway 1 left.
Cleared for the visual approach for runway 1 left, Lear 8 Zulu, Quebec.
By golly, that actually worked out okay. So who's going to... Oh, CRJ 700. Oosh, you are number 4 in sequence, good sir. Good sir. Nobody got time for that. American 592, descend and maintain 3,000, turn left heading 030.
Descend and maintain 3,000 heading 030, American 592.
Lightspeed 902, contact International Tower 128.2. It's not green, so I'm a little bit concerned that they're not actually going to land for some reason. I don't know the system well enough as to whether to be concerned about that at this point, you know. AC 5147, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, AC 5147.
American needs to really work on that descent right there. I tell you what. American 1964, descend and maintain 11,000.
Descending to 11,000, American 1964.
American 592, cleared visual approach, runway 1 left.
American 592 is too high. He is going to really struggle getting down in time.
I love how the AI, hang on. I love how the AI thing scolds us for not, he's really going to struggle to get down in time, for this aircraft. Your stuff is programmed wrong, okay? On even on this arrival procedure, it doesn't say specifically when they'll hand off, but practically speaking, it happens right here. This is where the control is transferred, okay? If center was still working this aircraft, my airspace, or Kansas City's airspace, begins right here, and it goes up to 15,000 feet, okay? Center is controlling a plane that is 10 miles inside our airspace and 3,000 feet under the top of our airspace. The fact that they have this programmed so that these arrivals aren't... I have no ability to control anything about this plane, at least not that I'm aware of. Maybe there's some way that I can assume control from center, until they're 17 miles from the field and well within our airspace is shenanigans, okay? And then your little me losing points for clearing this guy for an approach 10 miles out. He's gonna have no problem losing that altitude. Anyway, whatever. All right, rant over. AC 5147, turn right, heading 310, descend and maintain 4,000.
Right to 310 down to 4,000, AC 5147.
I'm going to have to freshen back up on the keyboard commands so we can get, the distance between these. And also, to be clear, I mean, that's at least 5 miles between those two aircraft. We could fit another aircraft in there and then an aircraft offset over here. If memory serves me correctly, you only needed 2.5 miles. I mean, it was based on wake turbulence, but it could get down to as little as 2.5 miles on the same runway, with 1.5 miles between aircraft on parallel runways because they're separated by a certain number of feet. So that all works there. American 1964, descend and maintain 7,000, turn left heading 190, vector 2 final approach course.
Descending to 7,000, heading 190, American 1964. Airport in sight, American 1964.
AC 5147, turn right heading 360, cleared visual approach runway 1 right.
Turn right heading 315, cleared for the visual approach for runway 1 right, AC 5147.
Turn right heading 315? No. I mean, as long as you're cleared for the visual approach, that's all that really matters. But some of their readbacks are a little concerning. Got another AC right here, and then an American. All right. Now, the real question right here is the sequence between these two. What are we going to do? This American first or this AC who's screaming in here at 300 knots, 11,000 feet, and now wants to call me? And we'll probably put this AC in front of that American, but not great. Ultimately going to be going to different runways.
Approach anyway. AC 4317 is with you, descending out to 11,200 for 5,000 with inclination Gulf at 250.
And it's an Embraer anyway. AC 4317, Kansas City approach, expect runway 1 left, reduce speed to 210, turn right, heading 100, vector 2 final approach course.
Expect runway 1 left, slowing to 210, right to 100, AC 4317.
And they're descending to 5,000 anyway, so that's all good. We'll get American in here first. American 1964, turn right, heading 270, descend and maintain 6,000.
Airspace deviation on American
Right to 270 down to 6,000, American 1964.
Apparently what it's saying right there is that my airspace stops at 7,000 right here. Oh, well, no, apparently not. Okay, I must have been just outside of the box where it would have been okay for me to do that. And to be fair, those sorts of rules are pretty important, but I feel like anticipated separation is fine if the aircraft is so many thousands of feet above it that if you clear them through, the altitude that they're never going to hit, that you're okay. So at any rate, I will take their point deduction, even if it would not be a problem in the real world. That's okay. American 1964, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, American 1964.
American 1964, turn right, heading 300.
300, American 1964.
AC, we're gonna have, we may end up having to just spin AC here. I mean, we'll be able to get American worked in there as long as they keep their speed up and these guys don't do anything too crazy. AC 4317, descend and maintain 3000, turn left heading 010.
3000 heading 010, AC 4317.
Send them right up the final approach course here. There we go. That'll do it. Yeah, and he'll go 010 basically right up the approach. American will be out in front of him, and the speed should be no factor. Yeah, this one's catching up to him right now, but he's also descending through 8,000 feet, so, you know. AC 4317, turn left heading 190.
Heading 190, AC 4317.
Is too high. I don't want to lose the points for this thing scolding me for clearing someone for the approach above 4,000 feet again, so. Oh, where's this guy going? Oh, going to Kansas City again. Good, good. So what we may just have them do here, AC is going down to 3,000.
Kansas City approach, good afternoon. Citation November 717 Victor Quebec is with you, leveling off at 12,000 with information Golf at 250.
Kansas City approach. Good afternoon, American 340, 11,700 per 5,000.
American 340, Kansas City approach, expect runway 1 left, descend and maintain 4,000, turn right, heading 100, vector 2 final approach course.
Airspace deviation.
Verify runway for American 340. We don't show that active descending to 4,000, right to 100.
See, that's the thing. I cleared them down to 4,000, but this is like the barrier where 4,000 is my airspace. But, I mean, they're 7,000 feet above it, so it's not like they're going to get there. AC 4317, turn left, heading 040.
040, AC 4317.
November 717, Victor, Quebec. Kansas City approach, resume normal speed, expect runway 1 left.
We will delete the speeds, expect runway 1 left, citation 7 Victor Quebec.
Okay, now, there we go. All right, AC is low enough. Once we get them turned back around up here, we'll go ahead and clear them. And that will be just great. There is a point system here. I've alluded to it a few times. I'll point it out so you can see it. And I should have zoomed in my range here a while ago, man. AC 4317, cleared visual approach, runway 1 left.
Cleared for the visual approach for runway 1 left, AC 4317.
When you're doing visual approaches, your interception angles and making sure that they, you know, pick up the glide slope and the localizer and whatnot outside of the final approach fix is all. It's not nearly as relevant. But like I said, you can never expect a visual approach. Who do we have? That's the squawk code 6167. We'll talk more about this in a future video. Who do we have leaving? American 340, descend and maintain 3,000, turn left, heading 020.
Down to 3,000, turn left, heading 020, American 340.
American 340, reduce speed to 210.
Southwest 1373,
210, American 340.
Southwest 1373 radar contact, proceed direct Ozaki. Join the Chief 5 departure.
Director Ozaki, join the Chief 5 departure, Southwest 1373.
Should be turning out over this
Southwest
way, I think.
1373, climb and maintain 15,000.
15,000, Southwest 1373.
Yeah, if there's no traffic out there, you just climb them. Climb them to the top of our airspace and get rid of them, by golly. AC 4317, contact International Tower 128.2. You'll notice that I call it International Tower. I mean, we have 2 Kansas City airports right here, Kansas City International and Kansas City Downtown. And when you think about, you know, the Kansas City airport, you know, you probably think of like K or, you know, for airport identifiers, you think of like KCI, which is not actually the identifier, or MKC, which is Kansas City Downtown. And so, what are you doing, AC? What are you doing to me? I don't know. We're gonna leave that. I mean, this is what happened with another one of them.
American 340.
Well, you know what, American 340, good for you, because you might run over this AC. I don't really know. I'm going to kind of stop controlling them. But like for your local, your ground control, your clearance delivery, your tower control, this facility is called International. It's not called Kansas City or anything like that. And then I think this group was Downtown or was Kansas City. They're either Kansas City or Kansas City Downtown. They also split up the ATCs in an interesting way here, so that, you know, I feel like international had all letters of the alphabet that were like L through Z, and downtown had the rest of them, so that there was never any confusion, like which Kansas City weather do I have? You know, is it for downtown or is it for international? So at any rate, I hope you've enjoyed this. We had an interesting bit of situation there with a plane that we couldn't hear. I still don't know exactly what was going on there. In a future video, we're going to look at departures, so we're going to be dealing like with this Southwest right here, you know, what they just did, kind of how that process works, and then we'll also take a look at these satellite airports. There are a bunch of little airports right here that you probably saw other aircraft leaving in the prior part of the video, and you have the opportunity to control those in this as well. So we'll take a look at that more in the future. We'll also do some things with bad weather. We will also be taking a look at Atlanta, where I'll be controlling a whole lot of arrivals and that sort of thing there. So if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that sort of thing. Share the video with, you know, other people who are aviation fanatics or buffs or anything like that. I mean, I am a pilot and a former air traffic controller, and there's a good chance that anybody else who is particularly aviation inclined will probably enjoy the channel. So share it with them to make their new year a little bit better too. Also, consider supporting the channel by becoming a channel member here on YouTube, or of course supporting over on Patreon. Anything helps. And of course, thanks for watching.